When modern life chips away at your ability to sleep, the temptation to fix it with something natural feels almost instinctual. After all, why reach for a sedative when you can sip on a cup of tea, drop some valerian under your tongue, or take melatonin and wake up feeling, well, ideally not like you've been hit by a bus? The market is flooded with herbal remedies that promise to calm your nervous system and lull you into slumber. Chamomile, valerian root, passion flower, lemon balm. They all show up in nighttime infusions with labels that whisper, "sweet dreams." But how effective are these remedies really? And is sipping tea before bed a legitimate sleep strategy, or just warm placebo comfort in a mug? Let's start with the most iconic, chamomile. Long revered as a gentle sedative, chamomile is thought to work by binding to benzodiazepine receptors in the brain. Yes, the same ones targeted by anti-anxiety meds like Valium, though chamomile's effect is obviously much milder. Several small studies suggest chamomile may help reduce sleep latency, how long it takes to fall asleep, and improve subjective sleep quality, especially in people with mild insomnia or postpartum sleep issues. But let's be honest, the data is far from blockbuster. Most chamomile studies are small, unblind, or lack placebo controls. What chamomile likely offers is a mild anxiolytic effect, calming your nervous system enough to nudge you toward drowsiness, particularly if your sleep issues are rooted in stress. Is it a knockout punch? No. But for some, it's a gentle push in the right direction. Now enter valerian root, the grungy-sounding but widely used herbal sleep aid with a scent of old socks and the promise of deeper sleep. Valerian appears to act on GABA receptors, promoting relaxation in a similar way to mild sedatives. It has been studied more rigorously than many other herbal remedies, and some randomized trials show that it can modestly improve sleep quality and latency, particularly with regular use over multiple weeks. However, the effects are inconsistent, and meta-analyses often conclude that while valerian might help, the evidence is weak and the placebo effect is strong. Translation: if it works for you, great, but don't expect pharmaceutical-level results, and don't double the dose expecting it to work faster. Too much valerian can cause grogginess, vivid dreams, and stomach upset. Next, we have melatonin, often marketed as a supplement but technically a hormone one your brain already produces in the dark to help regulate your sleep-wake cycle. It doesn't sedate you. Instead, it signals to your body that it's time to wind down. For people with circadian rhythm disorders, night shift workers, jet-lagged travelers, or those with delayed sleep phase syndrome, melatonin can be surprisingly effective at resetting internal clocks. But for general insomnia, the effects are mixed at best. In many people, melatonin doesn't induce sleep. It just nudges your brain in the right direction. And the over-the-counter versions are wildly inconsistent. Doses range from 0.5 milligrams to 10 milligrams or more, often with huge variation in actual content due to lax regulation. The sweet spot for most people is 0.3 to 1 milligram, taken 1 to 2 hours before bed, not the horse pill dose that leaves you groggy at 10 a.m. Also worth noting, taking melatonin long-term can disrupt your body's own production. Use it strategically, not daily like a multivitamin. Other trendy herbal infusions, like passion flower, lemon balm, and lavender, have been studied less, but some show potential. Passion flower tea, for example, has been linked to improved subjective sleep quality in small trials. Lavender, particularly in aromatherapy or oral capsules, appears to have anxiolytic effects that support better sleep, particularly in anxious individuals. Lemon balm might help calm the nervous system, though its effects are subtle and understudied. But again, we're not talking miracle cures. These herbs likely work best as part of a broader wind-down routine rather than as standalone fixes. So should you throw out your sleeping pills and stock up on sleepy time tea? Not exactly. Natural remedies can support sleep, especially when your issues stem from stress, mild anxiety, or poor sleep hygiene. But they are rarely strong enough to overcome severe insomnia, chronic stress physiology, or deeply disrupted circadian rhythms. The placebo effect is also a major player. Yes, your brain might fall asleep better simply because you believe your tea is working. But in sleep medicine, placebo isn't a dirty word. If something helps you relax and doesn't have harmful side effects, there's no shame in using it. Just beware of over-the-counter supplements with proprietary blends and dreamy packaging. Natural doesn't mean safe. Some herbal products can interact with medications, especially antidepressants, blood thinners, and sedatives, and dosages are often unregulated. If you're using these remedies regularly or in high doses, check with a healthcare provider. Bottom line, herbal infusions and natural remedies can be a part of a healthy sleep ritual, but they are no substitute for addressing the root causes of sleep problems. Dim your lights. Log off earlier. Cool your room. Breathe deeply. Sip your tea slowly. And remember, while there's no magic leaf that guarantees sleep, creating the conditions for it, physically and mentally, is where the real healing begins.